Hi everyone, my name is Nicole, and today we are going to discuss one of the major topics that's being circled around today in the market, and that's about sugar and sweeteners. And we all know for a fact that sweetener has a big impact in our lives. It's part of our daily lives. Um, it is everywhere we eat, and because it's everywhere we eat, we have a tendency of eating too much sugar, and we all know for a fact that eating too much sugar could cause bad side effects on your body. And just to make you a brief description of what can it do on your body if you eat too much sugar. It can cause aging, especially for women. Did you know that eating too much sugar will produce chemical that destroys the collagen and protein structure of your skin? So whenever that happens, your skin will look saggy, will look dull, and you are prone to wrinkles. So definitely, if you were trying to look younger, sweeting sugar is something that you might want to avoid. So, and aside from that, if you have diabetes, definitely it's gonna spike up your blood glucose levels. You will have problems on insulin, and if you have, if you are very dependent to sugar for energy, it does give you side effects. You become sugar dependent, and you will experience a sugar crash. You know, so let's discuss what things you can do to avoid these problems in the long run, and what other alternatives you could use for sugar, because we all know that we cannot live without sweets, right? Okay, so the first substance in our list would be agave sweetener. It is made up from agave plant, and it is the plant that gives us our favorite tequila. So it is perfect for drinks. Though it has some aftertaste, but it depends on the color. So the stronger the color of the syrup, the distinctive taste it is. So if you want the agave taste, then you go for the darker ones, and if you don't like aftertaste, then go for the lighter ones. But let me inform you that agave most of the agave sweeteners out there are very highly processed, so make sure you do choose a good brand, you know. And what makes agave a good sweetener is because it contains probiotics that that feed us good bacteria, and we know that good bacteria is essential for good digestive system. All right, it is good for your gut. And the next sweetener in our list would be honey syrup sweetener. This sweetener, this syrup, contains lots of antioxidants and vitamins, which is responsible for making us young. And the beauty about this, if you were a girl, if you notice, one of the things that sugar does to your body is you accumulate fat mainly on your belly and thighs. So this is a no-no for us, right? It can cause cellulites. It's very unsightly. So if you want to avoid those unsightly things in your body, then go for honey syrup, because it does not promote fat accumulation in those areas. And did you know that if you eat teaspoon about 10 teaspoons of honey every day, it will cause you good cholesterol levels. And most of people who are suffering in bad cholesterol levels, um, these are people who are suffering in high blood. So if you are those person, go ahead and use this about 10 teaspoons a day, and you will experience cholesterol drop by around 3.3% while you are maintaining or you are trying to lose weight. And what is blackstrap molasses? Blackstrap molasses is the unrefined version of table sugar. Yes, unrefined version of table sugar. As you can see, it's very dark, it's very rich, and it's really tasty. It has a very strong, distinctive taste, which makes it poor for sweetening your coffee or your juice. But it is perfect for jams, for bread, for some dishes. So it's up to you on how creative you will be in using blackstrap molasses. And if you are a woman who are at the stage of premenopausal stage, this is the stage where you experience cramps and other discomforts that all women experience, right? So If you are those, you can use blackstrap molasses as a tonic. It is very rich in iron, and it does meet 15% of your daily iron requirements. It's perfect. And aside from iron, it contains vitamin B6, magnesium, calcium, and a dose of antioxidants than any other sweeteners. And it's perfect for your beauty regimen. I use this as a mask and hair mask, which is perfect. I noticed that my skin looks great and my hair is shiny, you know, perfect. And a lot of people are being intrigued by coconut sugar. So coconut sugar is made from coconut water and coconut palm. So we evaporate this until we form a granule, and those granules will become coconut sugars. And coconut sugar is believed to have lower glycemic index compared to table sugar, which is suitable for diabetics. It does, when you say low glycemic index, it does not cause you sugar crash, or um, it does not spike up your blood glucose levels. So if you are diabetics, these are one of your health key points that you should be aware of all the time, because it does something to your body, which is a big threat. So yeah, another alternative will be coconut sugar, and we have barley malt syrup. This is, this is same with the blackstrap molasses. Is very rich in texture. As you can see, it's brownish and really dark. Unsurprisingly, it has a malty taste, which makes it poor as a sweetener for your juice or for your coffee, because the malty taste is really strong. But it does a good sweetener for bread, for sweets like cupcakes and all that. It does give you this distinctive taste, which is really perfect. Which makes your sweets unique than other sweets out there. So you may try this in baking. It's good. And the last but not the least would be stevia herb sweetener. This is one of my favorite alternative sweetener thus far, because it has no calories, so it's perfect for me, because I'm trying to lose weight, and at the same time I'm trying to avoid sugar because I have high blood glucose content in my body. So this is one of the things that I really love about stevia, and it does satisfy my sugar cravings because it's 200% sweeter than sugar, yet no calories at all. So it's gaining popularity, and a lot of companies produce their own brands. So among these brands would be Sweet Leaf, Truvia, Pure Via, and other generic stevia products. But let me inform you that not all these products in the market are pure and safe, because most of the refined powder out there, liquid form and even dissolvable tablets, these are highly refined products, which means it went through bleaching, chemical processing, fermentation, and a lot of stuff. So if you are trying to live an organic diet, I don't recommend any of those products in the market. But I'd rather use the dry leaves version. In that way, I'm sure that I'm taking the real stevia. So it's like, you're buying the real apple instead of the canned apple, right? Because the canned apple contains a lot of sugars, lots of preservatives. But if you eat the real apple, you get the most benefit out of that fruit. So same thing. So get the dry leaf stevia. Why dry leaf stevia instead of raw? Because raw is quite complicated to use, and I like dry leaves for the winter because I can stock, and it's much easier to use and has a very long shelf life. I overstock stevia in my house because I love it. I use it in everything I eat because I'm a sweet eater. So yep. And since it's gaining popularity, lots of controversies, you know that. The more famous you are, the more gossips they will throw at you. So same thing with stevia. There are lots of controversies, but I think it's because stevia is a big threat for multi-billion-dollar business of artificial sweeteners, and it's a big threat to other alternative sweeteners out there. So, it's pretty predictable that stevia will have these allegations. So there are some allegations that stevia can cause cancer and infertility. This is definitely a myth. I'm happy about it. A lot of tests conducted. Stevia was fed to animals in high or extreme volume. And none of these animals experience side effects or they did not show any sign of symptoms of cancer or infertility. So these are just myth. And I don't know where they get it from, but yeah, I will not bite this one. Stevia can cause weight gain. This is definitely not true because stevia doesn't contain any calories. It does suppress your appetite, which helps you lose weight. So I'm using it as a tonic, and so far I'm losing a lot of weight, and I'm pretty happy with it. And infertility, we discussed that. And stevia can cause a slight discomfort. Well, this could be a fact because stevia doesn't contain any calories at all. And if your body is used to the amount of the calories or sweets that you are feeding it, definitely it will adjust. So those adjustments, you will experience, shattering of teeth, shaking, cold, headaches, and all that. But it should be short term. Once your body fully adjusted, you're back on track. And it could be if you are using one of those products in the market today, like the refined powdered stevia, those liquid form, and you're experiencing side effects, you might be experiencing the side effects from the chemicals or other substances mixed with those products. That's why I'm recommending you to take dried leaves. And as far as I did some research on possible allergies that you can get from stevia, and according to the statistics, only 2% of the population have side effects or have allergies with stevia. So if you are part of that 2% population, I'm really sorry to hear that because stevia is a wonderful sugar alternative. But you check with your doctor what other substitute that you could use, which is appropriate for you. And so just to make a quick recap, changing making some small changes in your lifestyle will make the big difference. Like changing your sweetener into something more natural. It does make a big impact on your health in the long run. And these alternative sweeteners that I said don't have calories except from stevia. That's why I recommend stevia for diabetic people. It's perfect for you. And for those who are trying to lose weight. So the verdict is stevia is an excellent sugar substitute for people with diabetes and for those who want to cut back on their sugar intake. It is best to get dried stevia leaves instead of commercial processed stevia products in the market today to avoid additives and chemicals. Using stevia will help you omit most illnesses due to excessive sugar intake. Stevia is fit and safe for human consumption. And if you don't know where to get your dried leaves, I recommend a farm. This is where I get my supplies from. They're very perfect. They're very professional when it comes to drying the leaves because you need to know how to dry it because over drying it will affect the quality. So they're very professional in with that part, and they use only organic materials to produce good crops. So if you're interested, just go ahead and click the link below and get your stevia dried leaves and enjoy it. So I hope you learned something from this video today, and yeah, health is wealth. So thank you very much for watching the video. If you have comments, just feel free to put a comment below. And if you want to share something, just share it. We want to build a community that helps each other, right? So yeah, just let me know and see how can I help. And all right, I think that's it for tonight. And I do have other videos, and you may try to watch it if you want to know more about stevia, all that, the recipes. So that will be discussed as well in details. Anyway, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.